It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Indianapolis Colts and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's all up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is Paycor Stadium in downtown Cincinnati, Ohio. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, glad to have you in the booth with us here on EA Sports. Greg, this is one of those intriguing matchups because we got a couple of quarterbacks, that most important position, trying to bounce back after seasons where injury derailed their hopes for a good campaign.
And it's just so difficult when you look back on each of these teams' prior season just last year. It's hard to separate how much of their up and down, how much of their struggles was because of the injuries at the quarterback positions, whether they were in the game or just battling through on game day, or was it the rest of the roster? Well, I think with both of these quarterbacks now being healthy and back to looking like their old selves, we're going to get a lot better idea of just how good the rest of these rosters are now that their two quarterbacks are back on the field.
This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
We're looking at one of the most gifted quarterbacks in the league. And really, Mike, it's not just post-snap with the arm talent and the ability to make every throw, but it's even what he's able to do before the ball is snapped. He's one of the smartest quarterbacks in the league. Remember, coming off an injury-shortened season just a year ago, he's looking to prove he's still an elite quarterback in the NFL.
Burrow gonna open by putting it up. He's got the hook up to Mike Gesicki. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's complete. It's Yosibov. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oftentimes, it's the wide open ones that are the hardest to catch. It seems like the ball is in the air forever. You start overthinking it, you start really making more of it than what you should, and you let it slip away.
Off he goes. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
Now they're entering the area of the field, especially with the amount of yards they've gained on this possession, Mike, where it feels like a touchdown is critical. For the defense, settling for a field goal here, especially with the ball where it is, feels like a win.
Taken in by Gesicki. And he will get into the end zone. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Anthony Gould now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. Led by their man at quarterback out of the University of Florida, it's Anthony Richardson.
Mike, when you look around the league, there's just not a lot of quarterbacks that look and can play to the style of Anthony Richardson. He can make every throw on the field. He's big. He can run for power, run with speed. As he continues to iron out some of those flaws from coming out of college, he lost his rookie season to injury. Here in year 2, I wouldn't be shocked by year end if he's a household name.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Richardson. That's caught. It's Mitchell. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. On play action, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
He'll bang that one through. It's good. And the Colts are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Charlie Jones now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense ready to possess the football for the second time. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Burrow. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
On 1st down, Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. First run of the game here for Chase Brown. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A carry here for Brown. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
2nd down, Burrow. That's into the hands of Yosivas. Here's a 3rd and 10. They go play action for Burrow. He'll air one out for Higgins.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals go out to a 10-3 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
McPherson now, after making the field goal, is set to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Colts offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it, and nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Looking to throw, Richardson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
That's going to be incomplete. And it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. We are through one. It's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. First and 10. They'll run here with Brown. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
A first down throw for Burrow. Gonna get that complete to Jamar Chase. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Back to throw, Burrow. The second down throw is incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here's Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll go again here with Taylor. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. Richardson operating from the pistol. He gets this complete to Mitchell. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground for the first time. This is Khalil Herbert. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They convert on 3rd and 3 with a gain of 7 yards. They'll motion over Pierce. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. The veteran Trey Hendrickson there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run out of the gun. It's Taylor. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Another big-time run right here, Mike, and it's pretty clear for everyone to see what the plan is for this drive. It's to turn around and continue to feed the back, because right now, the defense has no answers to stop them.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Richardson.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Two minutes to go here till halftime. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts. It is 3rd and 10. On the ground, it's Brown. Timeout, Indianapolis. That is their 2nd. Here's their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's Jonathan Taylor and the Colts offense heading back for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Richardson to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the 1st half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
He's going to keep it himself. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. throw over the middle, looked in by Mitchell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. On second down, Richardson. Now he'll run it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
The clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime here in Cincinnati, and the Bengals are on top. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, we'll take it from there as we welcome everyone into our EA Sports studios and our halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here's Gould on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start with Taylor. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Got his man. It's Ogletree. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Out of shotgun, And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He runs with it. And he will take this into the end zone. What a run! Anthony Richardson, touchdown Colts. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an exciting touchdown run.
And these are the plays, Mike, that just drive defensive coordinators crazy. You have all of his targets covered up, nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he gets out of the pocket, takes it all the way with his legs. He's just as dangerous with those feet as he is with his arm.
The extra point is up and through. And the Colts go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Second and 7. Here's Brown. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Burrow. Taken in by Gesicki. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, Burrow. That's to his big tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. On first down, Burrow. And this ball batted away and incomplete. Charvarius Ward able to get the hand in there and make the play.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. Third down coming up.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Colts offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now a toss, running left, it's Taylor. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. Richardson going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard. They timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
On the handoff, running left, that's Taylor. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
3rd down and 9. Now Richardson. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Bengals offense ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. They'll run here with Brown. And he's going to fight forward. Didn't get a whole lot, but it's going to be enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. Second and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Burrow. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
So a pair of first downs moves him out to the 47-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Gesicki, the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the 4th quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game, and they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball, and let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll go again here with Taylor. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a 1st down.
Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. On third down, here's a run by Taylor. The Colts about to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. The Bengals offense ready to get back at it. They'll start out first down and 10. They bring Chase in motion. Now Brown. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Burrow from out of the gun here on third down. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier. And that catch gets him a first down.
And how about the poise of this quarterback? You find yourself down here late in the fourth quarter, Mike, facing a tough third down. You've got to have it. But you know what? He calls the play, he breaks the huddle, and he's like, you know what, Coach? I got it. That's a big-time throw to now keep this drive alive as they go down looking for that go-ahead touchdown.
A first down throw for Burrow. To the middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And he's close to a first down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. A good spot here. Second and a yard. Play action now. It's Burrow. Right back to Chase. He's got it again. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. And even 30 yards.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That's complete. It's Yossi. That one. Just enough for another first down.
Here in the fourth quarter, you just can't predict how many possessions you have left, so you can't let any of them go to waste. So far, this has been a fantastic drive. It's a drive that they desperately needed. They continue to throw the ball like that. They got a chance to take a late lead here in the fourth quarter.
He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
When you come across on a jet sweep, Mike, you're hoping once you get the ball, all you see is green grass and open space. Well, In this case, he had a lot of unhappy defenders waiting for him, and they're able to put him down behind the line.
Second down, Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle's made here at the 3-yard line.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up 1st and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone understands what to do because...
To the end zone, it's intercepted.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The quarterback could have handed it. He could have kept it himself. I don't really think either option would have turned out much different. Great job by the defense having a plan for the running back and a plan for the quarterback, and they're able to force that carry for no gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. They go right back to Taylor. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. It's a gain of 12 there. 1st down, Indianapolis.
And that 1st down should all but do it, Mike. With only 1 remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
A couple of 1st downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Colts. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.